Hey yogis, I'm Hanna, this is Real Yoga, and today we're doing yoga to feel sexy. If that does not resonate with you at all, it's totally cool. It's not everyone that feels sexy. So if that's you today, don't stress about it. I'm a yogi, so for me, sexy is in the spine. So think of today's practice as more of a spinal lubrication. Hey ya! Terrible jokes and horrible one-liners are inevitable. It's just who I am as a person, so I apologize in advance for that. When you're ready, grab your sexy pants and I'll meet you on the mat. Okay, we're gonna start on all fours. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I'll try to stop. So come down to the mat. Bring your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. And you guessed it, we're starting with a very sexy cat-cow. So when you're ready, on an inhale breath, drop your belly, curl your butt to the sky, lift your heart, lift your chin, look up. And exhale, draw your belly button in towards your spine as you push the mat away from you. Keep going with your breath, inhaling, lifting your chin, looking up. And exhaling, pressing away. Keep moving like this with your own breath, inhaling to find juicy length in your tail, and exhaling to take it in the opposite direction. Nice. So, sexy yoga for me is spinal yoga, and these moves that make our spine feel really luscious and amazing. So that's what we're going to focus on today. So as you breathe through your cat-cow pose, feel your spine go in both directions. Feel every little nuance that you can. And of course, bring the breath. When you're ready, you can start to get even sexier, swinging the hips over to one side, drawing the belly in and starting to make big circles with your hips, with your belly. Exhaling as you press up and inhaling as your belly drops down. Nice. Bend your elbows a lot so you really feel that you're nice and curvy through the spine here. Your body is moving organically. Maybe you start to bring your head and neck into it. And we'll take it in the opposite direction. Making these groovy little sexy circles. I flick my hair up and back. That's what song is in my head right now. Nice. When you're ready, come to stillness. Tuck your toes. Send your hips up high. Keep your knees bent as you lift your butt up to the sky. Breathe in here. And then exhale. Start to lower your heels down towards the mat. Find this juicy long spine. And you know what to do here. Start to bend your knees one at a time. And again, start to take a bit of movement from side to side. You can twist and turn. Shake out your head, a little yes, a little no. Stick out your tongue, make some noise. Ah! That was super sexy, right? Nice. And then from here, come to stillness. Press into your hands strongly. Your fingers are spread really wide here. Lift your hips up high. And as you inhale, start to draw your belly button in towards your spine and roll your spine forward. Come into plank. Exhale here. Shoulders are directly over the wrists and your heels are back towards the back edge of your mat. And then bend your knees and curve your butt back up to the sky. Come back into your downward facing dog. Nice. Drawing the belly in and rolling your spine forward like you're unrolling your yoga mat. Bending your knees and curling your butt up to the sky. Let's keep moving like this, rolling the spine forward and curling your butt back up. So we're making these big circles again, but this time we're going forwards and backwards rather than side to side. Keep breathing. Keep your arms really strong. This is not an easy thing to do. But see again, if you can bring that nice awareness to your spine, feeling everything unrolling. Nice. One more time. Inhale, roll forward, and exhale. Come back into your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in here. And on an exhale, lower your knees all the way down to the mat. Sorry, let me readjust. Send your hands forward. So we want to keep our butt directly over our knees. And what's sexier than curling your butt into the sky? So inhale, look in between your hands. And as you exhale, start to melt your heart down towards the mat, Anahata Asana. Maybe your forehead comes down to the mat here. If you've got more juice in your shoulders today, maybe your chin, but beware of your neck here. Take a big breath in. And exhale, close down your eyes, melt your heart down towards the earth. Keep breathing here. Maybe wiggle your puppy tail. I probably shouldn't say puppy. There's nothing really sexy about a puppy. Wag your booty. Nice. Take one more big breath in here. And exhale from your belly. Use that to press yourself back up onto all fours. Nice. Tuck your toes and we'll come back up into a downward facing dog. Nice. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Bring more weight into your left heel. And inhale, send your right leg up high. Find your three-legged dog. Inhale, lift your leg a little bit higher. And then exhale, squeeze your knee in towards your nose and step your foot up in between your hands. Beautiful. Drop your back knee down. Come onto the top of the back foot. So we're in a low lunge here. Give yourself a little second to set up. Make sure your front knee is directly over your front ankle and bring awareness into the back leg as well. From here, just start to maybe take a bit of movement from side to side. You can make little figure eights with your hips if that's accessible for you today. Beautiful. And then coming back to center. Inhale, lift the heart, open up through the chest. Exhale here. And on your next inhale, can you use your strong belly to take your fingertips off the mat? And exhale, sink into your hips a little deeper. Beautiful. On an inhale, reach your fingertips all the way up to the sky. And then exhale as your elbows go wide. Press your heart forward, lean back, open up through the chest. Again, inhale, reach it up. And exhale, melt your heart forward, sink your hips a little deeper, chin lifts, fingertips go down. Inhale one last time, big breath in to lift your arms up. And exhale, chest opens. Feels very sexy, right? Bring your hands all the way back down to your mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and we'll step back in to a downward facing dog. Nice. From here, roll forward, just like we did in the beginning in our downward dog. Come into plank. Breathe in here. Exhale, bring your knees, your chest, and your chin down to the mat. Squeeze your elbows in, your butt is sticking up again, and then slide onto your belly. Keep your elbows squeezed in. Come to the tops of the feet. Bring your fingertips to the outside edges of the mat. On an inhale, lift your chest, lift your shoulders. Look up and then exhale, press your heart forward like it's about to bust out of your chest. Melt your chest back down. Inhale again, lift it up, press into your toenails. Exhale, melt your heart forward. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, lift it up. Press into your pubic bone and exhale, come all the way back down. Nice. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Lift your kneecaps, engage your quads, and maybe you press all the way up into a plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Cool. Nice work, guys. Bend it out here if you need it. Find your sexy movement. I'm one of those people that sexy does not come naturally. I wonder if you can tell. Bring more weight into your right heel and inhale, lift your left leg up high. Big breath in. And exhale, squeeze your knee in towards your nose and step your foot up in between your hands. Drop your back knee down. Beautiful. Again, fingertips hit the earth here and just find a little sway in the hips and the shoulders. Maybe you move backwards and forwards. There's really no wrong way to find movement here that suits your body. And then come to stillness. Inhale, lift your heart, lengthen through your spine. Find your low lunge here. Exhale, breath. And then our next inhale lifts our fingertips off the mat. We stand our torso up, and exhale, melt down through your hips. Beautiful. We really press into our foundation. So front toe presses down, back leg is strongly pressing into the mat. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And then again, exhale, elbows go wide. Send your heart forward, lift your chin, and tap your fingers back down. Inhale, we lift it up. And exhale, melt it down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Beautiful. Inhale, big lift up. And exhale, big juicy melt all the way down. This time, tap your fingers down. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and again, step back to find your downward dog. Nice. Roll your spine forward, come into plank, shoulders over the wrists, and then your heels head back towards the back edge of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin touch down. Stick your butt up. Slide forward onto your belly. This time, keep your fingertips next to your ribs. Press into your tops of the feet strongly, and inhale, shoulders back, lift your heart. Exhale, feel like your heart wants to bust out of your chest and your shoulder blades squeeze together. Press into your toenails, and maybe you even lift your hands. Wiggle your fingers, big breath in. And exhale, press into the hands, tuck the toes, and lift your hips up high, downward facing dog. Nice, beautiful, guys. Take a couple of breaths here. Shake out your head, stick out your tongue. Do whatever your body needs to feel nice and loose. Walk your left foot towards the center of your mat, and inhale, slide your right foot up, three-legged dog. From here, bend your right knee and start to open up through the hips. Start to make big, big circles with that right leg or right knee, feeling into that hip joint, lubricating our hip joint. Take it in the opposite direction. Nice. All right, and then we're coming into a really big move here. So keep your leg lifted up. You can start moving it, but keep your knee bent. Press more into your left foot and start to take your right toes over. Your right hand starts to come off of the mat until your right toes tap down. Straighten through your left foot, point your left toes, and then lift your hips, lean back. So your top arm can reach back behind you, or you can do this very sexy head grabbing thing. Lift your hips up high. We're in wild thing, which is definitely the sexiest pose in yoga. Take a breath in. And then exhale, come back the way you came in. Plant your right foot, hand down, right foot up high, three-legged dog. And then exhale down into your downward facing dog. Nice. Sorry, arrangements. Whew. All right, whew. That was a big move. You're doing awesome. Are you feeling sexy? I'm sweating everywhere. Does that make me feel really sexy? You bet ya. Spread your fingers wide. Are you ready to go to the other side? First, bring your right foot in towards center and inhale, lift your left leg up high, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, try to kick your butt cheek. Nice. And then open up through the hips. Open. Your shoulders can come with you this time, so you find nice big length through the whole side body. And then start to make these giant circles with your knee. In one direction, try not to collapse into the arms. Take it in the opposite direction. Use your breath. Nice. And then again, inhale. Keep that knee lifted, but keep your foot bent. And then start to send your left toes over until they tap down. Straighten through your right leg. Point your right toes. Lift your hips And send your hips up high as you grab a hold of your hair in this very sexy way. Keep lifting up. Lift your heart, big breath in. And then exhale, bringing your left hand down, sending that left leg up high, three-legged dog. And then exhale, bringing the feet back to the mat. We'll come back to downward dog just for a beat here. Take your knees down to the mat, sweep your hands back, and then we'll have a little rest here in child's pose. Listen to the sound of your breath. Send your hands forward. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and we'll be back up into our downward dog. Again, more weight goes into the left heel as you inhale, right leg goes high. This time, exhale, bring your right knee behind your right wrist, send your foot to the opposite side of the mat, and we'll come into a pigeon pose. So anchor that back leg down. So that back leg really doesn't just do nothing there, it's also very important for this pose. If your butt can hit the mat and your hip bones can stay pointing forward, good for you, great. If that's not happening and your butt is lifted, grab some pillows or a blanket or something that you can pop underneath your bum so that both your hip bones will still face forward rather than us leaning way over to the right. So give yourself a little minute to get set up. Press into your fingertips and then click your toes into the mat. So really feel like you press your right toe nails into the mat. And same with that back leg. Back leg stays strong. Inhale, we'll lift the chest, puff your chest up. And exhale, melt your heart down. Tuck your chin, inhale, lift it back up. Sexy spine. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, lift your spine. Open your heart. And exhale, melt it all the way down. Come down to the forearms, maybe for you the forehead. And take a couple of beats here to breathe. Start to release into your right hip. Send your breath into your hip so that you can use your exhale breath to let go of any tension. Tension is not sexy, says Hanna, the yoga expert, obviously. Big breath in. Long breath out. Use your next inhale to slowly walk your fingertips back towards your body. Press into your hands, lift your chest, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and step it back into your downward facing dog. Nice. If it feels good for you to pedal it out, take a bit of movement here, of course, go for it. And when you're ready, bring more weight into the right heel. As you inhale, left leg goes high, three-legged dog. And exhale, left knee behind your left wrist and left foot across your mat. Slide your right leg way back and really start to anchor down into that right leg. Again, ask your body what it requires. If your hips are not pointing forward and you feel like you're really your hips are more pointing towards the front corner of your mat, then grab whatever you need to stuff underneath your butt. Cushion for the pushing. Terrible. Press into your fingertips. Inhale, lift your chest, puff up your chest. And exhale, melt your heart down. Inhale. I just realized it didn't even make sense. Exhale. Fold. And one more time. Inhale. Come all the way up. Shine your heart open. And exhale, melt it all the way down. Come onto your forearms, your forehead. Maybe you have a pillow or something you can rest your head on. Find your ultimate version of Pigeon Pose. Releasing through the hips. Because as much as, for me, yogi spine is sexy, I would say majority of people would agree that the sexy comes from the hips, right? That's why we're giving them a bit of love in this very nice, juicy hip opener. Focus on your breath. Take a final deep breath in. A long breath out. Walk your hands up towards your body. Puff your chest up like a pigeon for the last time. Press into your hands, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee and step it back into downward facing dog just to even it out, pedal it out, take the movement you need here. And then walk your feet halfway through the mat, cross one ankle over the other, and we'll come to sit in a comfortable seat of your choice. For the record, I did not purposely choose this t-shirt. It was on my floor, and I thought, I'm just gonna go with it. Turned out to be highly appropriate. Come to your comfortable seat, ground down through that delicious booty of yours. Lift up through that luscious spine and drop your shoulders away from your ears, close down the eyes. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Listen to the sound of your sexy breath. Maybe the sound of someone's breath practicing with you today that you might find also very sexy. Let's hope you're not practicing with your mom. Apologies. Take another deep breath in. Bring your thumbs to your third eye and exhale. We'll say namaste. Thanks for practicing with me today, guys. I hope you had fun with that sexy practice. Please avoid any filthy comments in the comments section, but clever comments are very sexy, so I look forward to those. Have a good one.